Once again, I'm going to have a presentation. We're going to be going over the topic. Then afterward, we'll open up to some Q&A. Be sure you ask your questions. There's a questions tab in Zoom. You can also ask your questions just in the chat. Rebecca will take note of all of the questions and will ask me these questions later. So be sure to ask those questions when you think of them, so we can just have some good Q&A at the end of today's presentation. So Rebecca, thank you for taking care of organizing all of that.
No problem. And I will be in the chat. I'm going to turn off my camera for now and I'll.
So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to get into the topic for if my audio automatically just kind of goes out. Let me know, or Rebecca can let me know. My phone, for some reason, my cell phone keeps trying to take over the audio and have the audio come through my cell phone instead of my computer. And I have no idea why that's going on. So Rebecca, do you see the PowerPoint title on your screen?
I do see it. Yes.
Excellent. All right. So this is what we're going to be talking about tonight. Your path to a full-time income, how you can set up your Amazon business to grow your profits year after year. And this is a huge lesson for you to understand how to really, not once your Amazon business gets started, to find some growth in your Amazon business, to find a way where you can build up what you need to do to make a full-time income selling on Amazon. So here's the PowerPoint slide, and here's a question that here's a question.
Sorry.
that people ask me all the time. They ask me this question: how many items do I need? Okay, how many items do I need to have at Amazon to make a full-time income? And you might be asking this question also. How many inventory items do you need to have at Amazon to make a full-time income? And before we get into that, I do want to remind everybody, don't forget to download this. We are on day 5 of the full-time FBA Amazon Q4 Income Accelerator Workshop. This is a little workbook. You can go to fulltimefba.com/Q4 workbook to download this. Rebecca will put that link in the chat. And we are on day 5, filling out the blanks as we go. So be sure that you print this out. You can fill it out as we go along if I happen to miss something. But the question you see on your screen right now, how many items do I need to have to make at Amazon to make a full-time income? Let me know in the chat what you think was if you just had to guess for yourself. How many items do you need to have at Amazon to make a full-time income? Put that in the chat. Let me know what your guesses are. I would like to see those, and I will let you know what I've experienced early on in my Amazon business and what I have going on right now in my Amazon business. And so when you think about this question, it's almost the wrong question. It sounds like it's a good question to know and a good thing to answer, and we will answer this kind of question today. But it's kind of the wrong question because let me just kind of tell you what I've experienced in Amazon. Most of you know I've been selling on Amazon for over a decade. So let's go back in time to 10 years ago. 10 years ago, back in 2014, was the first year I averaged over 6 figures in sales. And my average inventory if you looked at my inventory, my average inventory every day of the year was around 3,000 inventory items. It's nowhere near that high today. But that's when I first broke 6 figures in sales. 3,000 inventory items is what I was having in stock. And this was back when I was doing mostly garage sales and thrift stores and clearance aisles and hardly had any replens at all. And so again, average inventory is the average number of SKUs I had in stock at Amazon warehouses. And so the next year, my sales increased 50%. but I started to become better at sourcing inventory. I started to learn how to use Keepa, make better choices, and make better decisions on pricing. And so my average inventory every day of the year actually was lowered to about 1,500 items in stock. The next year in 2016, again, a 50% bump in sales, increase in sales. But now my inventory was averaging about 900 items in stock every day. In 2017, my 40% increase in sales and the number of items in stock was about 750. I think you're starting to see a trend here. In 2018, a 20% increase in sales with averaging inventory about 500 SKUs in my inventory at any particular time throughout the year. 2019, my sales bumped up another 20% when my number of items in stock at any particular time all year long was about 350. Now, 2020 happened, and we all remember just how much fun 2020 was. In 2020, my sales actually decreased 10%. I actually think that's a win that it only decreased 10%, that did not decrease even more than that. Um, but I still continued to source better selling inventory that sold faster. And on an average day of the year, 325 items were in stock in my inventory. Now, 2021, I was able to get that 10% back with that kind of growth, and my sales average was about 300. So you can kind of see if you thought you needed 3,000 items in stock on average every day of the year, first of all, it's exhausting to actually accomplish that, especially as a one-man show, or even if you have a partner that works with you. And so, yeah, you can probably make a full-time income with 3,000 items, but it's so much better to make a full-time income with 300 items or even less. Let's take a look at 2022. My sales increased 15% and around 200 items were in stock any particular time throughout the year. And so, again, the reason why the number of inventory items were lessened throughout the year, it's because I was finding more replens. Again, these are the average number of SKUs, not actual inventory items, but how many different inventory items I had in stock at any particular time. Less than 200 SKUs now with and being able to sell that on Amazon. So I had replens. I got away from those low-hanging fruit thrift store finds, garage sale finds, clearance aisle stuff, and I started finding replens that I could find again and again and sell again and again. We talked about that on day 2. And so let me look at my actual Seller Central screenshot back from 2013, excuse me, 2023. So last year, on an average day, I had about 90 items in stock. I mean, look, this is I was able to blur exactly what these are because I don't want you to go get them and find them and also sell them. But like each SKU, like the one I had the most in stock, I had 59 in stock. I had 44 of something else. I had 42 of something else. 29 of something else, 25 of something else. So my inventory items, I was able to go deeper and I was able to sell them. And again, find them on a consistent basis and sell them on a consistent basis. I had stuff in that were reserved. They were basically purchased and not yet shipped out yet, or possibly doing a warehouse transfer. So they were items, and also you can see on this page it also shows that the date that I first sold this item or first sent this item to Amazon. So this is what these are all replens, and so in 2023, here's a replen that I had since 2020. One since I had since 2019, another one from 2020, a newer replen from 2023, and another new replen from 2023. So I have these replens that I've been able to sell for years, and I'm also always looking for new replens. So that was 2023. In 2024, Amazon totally revamped Seller Central, so now it looks a lot different. So in 2024, here is a screenshot showing because I only have, you can see the listing status is just showing active listings. So that shows you the items that I have active in stock. And you can see 2024 showing 69 total items in stock. Now, again, I have multiples of those in stock, and I'm selling those items, but it's here's the first blank. How is this possible? How is it possible that I'm able to actually have fewer SKUs but increase my sales almost every single year? Well, it's because I was buying quality, faster selling inventory. So the question is not how much inventory should you have in stock to make a full-time income? Well, you could have 3,000 or you could have 69, and you could, depending on what that inventory is, make a full-time income with both of those items. But if you're focusing and begin to transition away from clearance, away from thrifting, away from garage sales, and more towards replens, that's going to help you. Again, here's replens that I've had since 2017, um, and continue to sell them. Replens are awesome. I love replens. And so here's your first blank on your worksheet, on your workbook, fultonfba.com/Q4 workbook. It's not about how much inventory you have. It's about the quality of your inventory. And I don't mean quality as in like fine not it's fine workmanship, or a very nice expensive brand, or it's just a quality, not that kind of quality. I mean, it's a quality item because it ships fast. You're able to buy it again and again and sell it again and again. You're able to go deep on this product, and you're able to sell it over and 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 over again. I can go on because that's what I've been able to experience and what we teach our coaching students. So it's not about how much inventory you have, it's about the quality of your inventory. And it's about taking your profits and snowballing them. So I'm going to give you an example, walk you through how to snowball your profits. And I'm going to use numbers in this example here, and I want you to hear me out when I say these are not numbers you should have as your goal right now. Like the numbers I'm going to give you, it's just to kind of show you an example of a picture of snowballing your profits. So again, these are not you should not have these as your expectations. It's possible that you could, but I'm just showing you these numbers based off of the process of snowballing your profits again. So January, you buy $200 in inventory and you make $300 back after fees. In February, you take that $300, you reinvest it into more inventory, and you make $500 back after fees. In March, you reinvest that $500, make $900 back after fees. In April, you buy $900 in inventory, you make $1,600 back after fees. Again, these numbers are just showing you snowballing your profits, not as a goal or something to expect. May, you reinvest that $1,600 and make $3,000 back after fees. In June, buy $3,000 in inventory, make $5,000 back after fees. It's snowballing your profits. In July, reinvest that 5,000, make 8,000 back. In August, reinvest that 8,000, make $12,000 back. And so is the fast turn snowball. So again, I showed you this example here of snowballing your profits. Um, if you're able to reinvest 100% of what you make back into your business, you're going to be able to grow a lot faster. I totally understand, though, that some of you can't do that. Guess what? You're still able to snowball your profits. It just will be a little bit slower. And that's okay. We all have different situations. We're all in different financial situations. We're all in different time availability situations. And so, just so you know, it's possible to reinvest if you make good quality sourcing decisions and you're buying quality inventory that you're able to find again and again to sell again and again and grow that over time, you are going to snowball your profits. And so again, the fast turn snowball, fast turn meaning The items they sell pretty quickly. Like my goal is to have the inventory I send to Amazon sell out in about 30 to 60 days. I know there's some people who have what is called long tail inventory, and it's called long tail because it is a long waiting period waiting for it's like my item is priced so high and the actual inventory item is really hard to find, and so I'm able to charge a premium for when the right customer, and I'm willing to pay the monthly storage fees, and I'm willing to wait for the right customer to come along to purchase this item, but it is a long tail item. That is a strategy that some sellers have, especially booksellers on Amazon. And some people do well with that. But most of us here, we want to make our money faster. We want to um, not lose a lot of our money on storage fees. And so with the fast turn snowball, we are reinvesting our profits back into more inventory as much as possible and being able to grow our profits month after month, which turns into year after year. So the most profitable reselling strategy, the fast turn snowball. So again, someone's like, well, does that mean you're reinvesting everything? If it is an option for you, if you can, maybe you still have a full-time job, maybe you've got a good part-time job. If you can, the more you can reinvest into more inventory. And yes, I understand you have to still pay for more things than just inventory. Maybe you also need to pay for coaching to help you know what to do. Maybe you need to pay for a tool or three to help you make quality decisions or organize your business, or you're paying for you just there's different ways that part of your money that you make goes back into your business in a smart way that might not be reinvesting into more inventory. So you find what works best for you in your situation. If you're able to reinvest everything, that will help you grow even faster. If you're not, again, you're going to grow, but it's just going to be a little bit slower, and that's okay. So again, how many items do I need to have at Amazon to make a full-time income? Well, it could be 3,000 or it could be 69, as long as you have the right inventory. So hopefully you sense a little bit of relief that you're not going to be able to have a daily chunk of inventory, that all of your inventory is 3,000 different SKUs in stock at any particular time all year round, because that I can tell you is exhausting and um and not good for long-term growth. That's why we talk about replens being where we want to focus our energies on, because it has the most long-term stability and growth and success rates. And so um with your Amazon business, again, it's not about how much inventory you have, it's about the quality of your inventory. And that's part of our coaching program, that what it helps walk you through how to know what is a quality inventory item. What is an item that you can find again and again so you can sell it again and again? What is an inventory item that you can really find that kind of growth? So let me ask you a question. Do you want to experience the fast turn snowball in your own Amazon business? Q4 is one of the best times to do it. To be able to buy stuff, send it to Amazon, have it sell quickly, get paid, and reinvest into more items that sell quickly and sell fast. I love Q4. It's when I started selling on Amazon and I was able to really start up and snowball my profits into a place where I was able to have a really good January and February the following year. It's probably the best time to start an Amazon business. And if you've already started your Amazon business, Q4 is the best time to be like, okay, I'm going to get serious about this. I keep playing around with selling on Amazon, and I'm going to make it work. I'm going to make it happen. Um, our coaching program is unlike any other coaching program that's out there. I'm going to walk you through the 5 C's of the full-time FBA coaching program. And then I'm going to remind you about some coupon codes and bonuses, and then we're going to get into Q&A. So the full-time FBA coaching program is solid because of the content that you get. Depending on which package you choose, the 6-month package or the 12-month package, you get 3 to 5 of our top courses are digital courses where you get the best courses that we have. And then you have an opportunity to meet with us every other week on bi-weekly coaching calls. So you get the information. But you know what? If information alone was worth, or if information alone was the answer, um, I'd be skinny. But you know what? I still struggle with my weight. And so it's like making better choices when I'm eating, making better choices when I exercise. I need that accountability. I need that kind of coach. So the content is one of the things that really help you with your Amazon business. The full-time FBA coaching program. If you sign up for the 12-month program, you get the Jumpstart Amazon course that shows you how to start your Amazon business and set it up foundationally where it's going to succeed. You get the Reseller's Guide to Online Arbitrage, understanding how to buy things online to sell on Amazon and all the tricks and all the strategies with that. You have the Reseller's Guide to Replenishables, again, how to find inventory that you can find again and again to sell again and again. You get the Keepa course, me walking you through everything you need to know about Keepa to make good pricing decisions, sourcing decisions, and so much more. And how to set up alerts to let you know if an item that wasn't profitable before is now profitable now. There's a lot of different things with Keepa that you can learn. And then our reseller's guide to pricing for profits so that you can find the perfect price for your inventory to make the most money possible while still continuing to have consistent, predictable sales. So again, if you sign up for the coaching program, the 12-month program, you get access to all 5 of these courses. That's over 25 hours of pre-recorded content. But again, if information alone was all you needed, then I just tell you to go buy the courses. But most of us need more than just the content. They need a customized experience. And that's what happens with the full-time FBA coaching program. Like one of our bonuses, if you sign up for our coaching program, if you sign up for that before midnight Central on Tuesday, you get a 30-minute one-on-one coaching call with me where we have a strategy call where you let me know your current situation, where you live, your financial situation, places you like to go and shop and things you like to do. And I outline for you exactly what you need to do and give you a customized coaching call and set up our coaching program so that, hey, when I coach people, I remember things like, okay, you live in the middle of the nowhere. Retail arbitrage is not really going to be good for you. So we're going to focus more on online arbitrage for you. Or you live in a place that has almost every single store that you can think of. So we're going to, we might do some retail arbitrage for you while combining on, it's going to be customized. So the full-time FBA coaching program, you get the content, you get a custom experience, you get continuous strategy. Every coaching call, we'll talk about this more in future workshop days, but every coaching call starts off with everyone sharing their wins. And then we go into a specific coaching strategy that I teach you every coaching call. Then we have some Q&A, and then we share our goals of what we're going to be working on over the next 2 weeks until our next bi-weekly coaching call. But there's continuous strategy. You're always going to be learning something new and get to apply it to your Amazon business. So you get the content, you get the customized experience, you get the continuous strategy, you get CEO talks. Sometimes we forget, as an Amazon business owner, we are the CEO, but most of us do not act like CEOs. We don't. We act like a CEO in some ways, but then we also act like the janitor, and we also act like the intern, and we also act like there's so many different ways that we run our Amazon business that would be better if you just focus on the CEO activities. So we're going to talk about that, the CEO activities, how you can outsource certain aspects of your Amazon business so that you are only doing what you should do. I have this behind me. I'm going to grab it. This is something that I look at every single day. Only do what only you can do. If someone else can do it, you should outsource this. So that's what we talk about with in our coaching calls, how to make sure you are focused on being the CEO of your business. So that's the fourth C is CEO. And then finally, community is the last C. The community, especially with our group coaching calls, we have so much fun on the calls. We have good chemistry with all of our all the people in our group coaching calls. We encourage each other. We help give each other help. Like there's times where someone will ask a question and someone else in the coaching program will be like, I dealt with that last year, or I'm dealing with the same thing. This is what I've tried and it didn't work for me, so don't try this. And we kind of come together as a community to grow our Amazon businesses. Sometimes it can be really hard trying to grow a business that's so much online and you're not like, you don't have coworkers, you don't have a boss. That's great if you are annoyed by a boss and you're annoyed with coworkers and you just want to work alone. But sometimes being alone is also something that can hold you back because it's lonely running an Amazon business by yourself. So being able to have that community with the full-time FBA coaching program is huge. It's awesome. So check out the full-time FBA coaching program. We have coupons that expire tonight. We have bonuses that disappear after Tuesday. I want to remind you of those coupon codes. The coupon codes that expire midnight tonight, there's just a few hours left if you have not enrolled yet. Now, I do want to say this. If you have a coaching call set up with me, um, and I know some of you who are here have coaching calls set up with me, not coaching calls, sorry. If you have a connect call with me after midnight tonight, I will still honor and give you a new coupon code because these coupon codes are going to expire midnight tonight. If you have a connect call with me, you went to fulltimefba.com/connect. You set up a connect call with me, and the main focus of what we wanted to talk about was coaching. I will still honor these coupon codes, not these exact.
Oh, Steven, your sound is out. There you go. Now you're back.
There you go. My phone again is for some
I
reason.
put it on airplane mode earlier, so I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah, I don't know either, but thanks for letting me know.
You're welcome.
Base, what'd you say?
I just said you're welcome.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry. So these coupon codes, if you're paying in full for the coaching program, use the coupon code you see on your screen, saves you 15% off. And if you use the coupon code, um, for if you are doing a pay in full package, there's one coupon code for 15% off. If you are doing the payment plan, because we understand sometimes you need to just space out those payments, there's a 10% off coupon code for the payment plan. It could potentially save you hundreds of dollars. So I do want to let you know about that. These coupon codes are on the coaching sign up page. If you go to fulltimefba.com/coaching, you'll see these coupon codes on that page. You'll also see reminders about these bonuses that disappear after Tuesday, Central Midnight. So you get a 30-minute one-on-one strategy call with me. That expires after Tuesday. This is a bonus. It's a fun time for us just to hang out. If you want me to wear the Santa hat, I will wear the Santa hat. But we can talk about. We can talk about. Am I back now? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're working now.
Yes. We can talk about Q4. We can talk about 2025, whatever we need to do. We can hang out for half an hour and we can strategize exactly what you need to do right now in your Amazon business. A special launch bonus also, if you sign up before Tuesday at midnight, it's a master class. How to have a six-figure Q4. How to have a six-figure Q4. Is that six figure in sales or six figures in profits? We actually go through both of those strategies in this masterclass. So you get access to that when you sign up for the coaching program before midnight Tuesday. And then, of course, if you pay in full, we're going to be giving this away. This is the starter kit of 16-inch impulse sealer, the Dymo label printer, a couple of rolls of Dymo labels, yeah, and also 400 poly bags with suffocation warnings printed on them. You get 100 of 4 different sizes. So you get that if you decide to pay in full. This will be a bonus where I will send this to you. So again, these coupon codes expire midnight tonight. So if you are on the fence, if you're thinking about it, then sign up and save some money. Um, and again, if you have a connect call with me scheduled for sometime soon, we'll give you a new coupon code because I totally get you need to get whatever questions you have answered about our coaching program before you decide to pull the trigger. And we want to help you in whatever way that we can. So that is your path to a full-time income, being able to snowball your profits every month, year after year, to grow your Amazon business, focusing on better quality inventory items that sell much faster. I can walk you through the strategies to find them, to sell them, and to profit off of them. And our coaching program is here to help you and help you get from wherever you are. So if you are so beginning, you don't even have your Amazon account set up yet. We can help you and walk you through that process. If you're like, I've been selling for 2 years and I kind of did okay, but I'm not doing as good now. We get it. It's a little bit harder now to sell on Amazon and to find that inventory. And we can walk you through the steps of the work that you need to do and the steps you need to take and the mistakes you can avoid. There's a lot of things we learned, and some of our coaching students have learned that you can also learn and not have to experience. And I mean, you can still not take our advice and then make those mistakes, and then it's just going to cost you. But hopefully by now you realize we know what we're talking about. We've been able to help many people make a full-time income selling on Amazon, and we can do the same thing for you as well. And so we're going to transition now to questions. If you have any questions, be sure to answer them. If there are questions about the presentation, questions about coaching, any kind of questions that you have, we want to be able to help you. We do know that, you know,
We lost you again, Stephen.
yeah, my deals with my phone. I should just turn it off. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn off my phone.
I like that idea for now.
If it'll let me. Right.
What is the deal with your phone?
I don't know. I just took a screenshot. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Okay, do we have any questions that anyone's been asking?
I don't have anything in particular right now that's coming up from today. Oh, we just got one. What is the best way to keep track of replens? Dave asks.
So, um, there's a couple different ways that you can track replens. One, you can just make a spreadsheet for yourself. The one that seems to be the best option to right now that I know of is if you have Inventory Lab, there is a service that you can subscribe to have other options of programs that you can use in your Inventory Lab account. And I can't remember what it's called um, because I'm just blanking out right now. But there is a way that you can go into Inventory Lab and choose the items that you have as replens. You can say, okay, Amazon, this is how you already, or excuse me, Inventory Lab already knows how many of these replens you have in stock. And you can tell Inventory Lab, it takes me 3 weeks to purchase something. It takes me 3 weeks for it to go live on Amazon. And so that's the kind of lead time it takes for me to be able to replenish. So Inventory Lab will be able to recognize, okay, you're running out of these, and you've told me it takes 3 weeks to replenish these inventory. So for you to not go out of stock, you need to order by this specific date. And so it's a good program so that you know when you need to buy it and replenish it and send it into Amazon. And so that would be my main suggestion for you.
Yeah, this is something that I also work on with my VA. She helps me kind of keep track of those things and prints reports from Inventory Lab for me. Not prints, but produces reports and
Yeah.
sends them to me in spreadsheet form so that we can look through them and make buying decisions on like, okay, how many do we have on hand? How many are inbound? how many have been purchased, that kind of a thing, so that we can kind of judge how frequently we're selling items. And that's the way that she kind of prompts me to stay on top of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Because the thing about replens is you have to stay on top of it.
Yeah.
Because it's, I mean, it really stinks when you go out of stock on Amazon and then you're like, oh, I should have reordered more of these. I didn't realize I was almost out of stock. I'm just so used to seeing all the sales come in and I don't ever realize, oh wow, so anytime, I mean, you've been a customer of a store before where you've walked in wanting to buy something and it was not there at the store. It was sold out at the store. I'm sure you've probably experienced that. That's pretty frustrating. It's frustrating for the store too because they're missing out on sales. And so for you to be able to have replens that don't miss out on any sales, it's good to have that set up. And again, you just tell it Inventory Lab how long it's going to take to restock it, and Inventory Lab will do the math for you. Track your numbers. Oh, you can also tell Inventory Lab at what inventory level you get down to that triggers a
Yeah.
reminder for those replens.
Yeah. It's the worst feeling to notice that you're out of stock on something, that there's really no good excuse for you being out of stock except that you did not repurchase on time. That's the worst. Where you're like, we're missing out on money. We're missing out on sales that we could be making right now.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, Alicia has a follow-up question about Inventory Lab and then a coaching question. So about Inventory Lab, I checked out their website and was a bit confused by their website on the various features. Are they all part of the software package or are they separately charged?
So for Inventory Lab, did you say?
Yes, for Inventory Lab.
Yeah. So when you sign up for Inventory Lab, you get um being able to create shipments, put in your cost of the shipment, where you got it from. You're able to run reports about profitability, profit and loss, so lots of counting. Um, and then there's upgrades, and it's called Insights. I actually went to Inventory Lab and look. If you sign up for Insights, you can um, run something called a restock report, and then it will help you know when to reorder, and then it will remind you at the right time of when to reorder. So hopefully that makes sense.
Yeah, so I'm looking at their homepage right now for Inventory Lab, and they have two packages that they offer, which is Inventory Lab Base and then the Base plus the Insights. And so Base is going to include the desktop version that you'd use on your desktop computer of Inventory Lab, plus the Scoutify app, right, Stephen?
Correct.
So
Yes,
Scoutify is the sourcing app that you would use on your smartphone.
correct.
And those come together as part of that base, is what they're
Yes,
calling it.
yes.
All right. And then the coaching question, do you offer assistance with getting ungated in the coaching program or provide ideas or lists of brands that would be good to strive to be ungated in?
So we have some basic suggestions for getting ungated, and sometimes on the coaching call we get into specifics like, hey, I just got ungated in Nike because I went to this place and got some Nike shoes, and this is just an example. Uh, and so sometimes it does come up, but we don't have a
Like a
ungating
service.
process or service, right?
Yeah, it's something, it's one of those things that gets brought up by individual students as they're working on it, or if they have questions about certain brands and how to open up those brands or categories. Yeah.
Yeah, there used to be a lot of different services that cost money to help show you what to do to get gated or to get ungated or to get approved to sell certain items or certain brands. And most of them are out of business because Amazon keeps changing things so much that, like, what worked for somebody a year ago probably wouldn't work now. So it's not really, it, we basically, it's a trial and error kind of thing, but that's part of the thing that we love about the group coaching. Different people try things and find success and share it with the others. And
Yeah.
I love the fact that they have a mentality, an abundance mentality, not like, I don't want to tell other people that how to get ungated in something because that means less inventory for me. No, there's so much
More
abundance.
competition for me.
Right, exactly. And so
Yeah,
I
it's
love
a
the
really good
mindset in our
it's
group.
a really good group. The mindset is really great. It is definitely that abundance growth mindset of like helping each other and doing what it takes to encourage each other and sharing information. It's almost like a little mastermind group too, where you share information and help each other. I mean, you're not sharing leads or your sources or
Right.
anything like that, but that kind of it is a very encouraging group of people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, looking through some other questions. How do you deal with stores that are only going to sell you a certain number of replens? They have limits, like buying limits of the number of items sold at one time.
Yeah, so usually in this case the store is basically, yeah, it's like limit this many per customer. And sometimes we don't find out until we actually like put stuff in our cart and try to buy it. And then they say, no, we only allow you to sell this many, um, or to buy this many. There's a couple different ways to either avoid that or work around that. Usually what we do is like if there is a certain limit, we'll buy that limit and then we'll wait until we get the email that that particular order has shipped. And once it's shipped, then we'll go back and buy that limit again and wait until, and depending on how deep you want to go, wait until that order gets shipped and you have the ship, like you get the tracking and it's left the facility, then go order it and do it that way. So yes, you're having to space out ordering, and yes, it'd be a lot easier if you could just buy 100 of the item and be done, a one and done. But again, you're going to be better than the lazy competition. You're going to work just a little bit harder to make it work. Um, and then also, there is a tool that you can download. If you go to fulltimefba.com/OA buddy, that's Buddy, then you can see what stores might have those buying limits, at least reported that they have a buying limit. So it's a tool that you can uh, use, like a Google Chrome extension that you can use that will show you, okay, the store that you're at right now, no one has reported it as limiting customer or limiting purchasing or canceling orders or things like that. So it's at least safe in that way. Obviously, not every store that does these limits is going to be reported. But if you get reported or if you get a canceled order, then you can report it to everybody. They can add it to their spreadsheet. But you can at least know or minimize the opportunities of that actually happening to you. Um, Also, understand if you're using a prep center, some stores actually just cancel your order because the ship to address is not the same as the billing address. And so sometimes it's just as simple as calling the online store and being like, yeah, I'm shipping this to Michigan, even though my billing address says Texas. So I'm just giving you knowledge of that. And they're like, oh, okay, that's fine. They're just trying to protect
Yeah.
you from credit card fraud.
Yeah, there's been times when I've had people tell me like, "Oh, this place won't let me, ship to a prep center or whatever, or this place will cancel my orders because they're banning resellers." And it's like, "No, it's because they're known to have like really strict credit card fraud protection."
Right.
So you just find ways around it. And honestly, to this day, there are certain stores that we buy from consistently that we don't ship to the prep center because we just, we ship it here to ourselves because it's just easier than trying to ship to the prep center and have to jump through the hoops. I have had them before though, where they do the credit card check where you just have to place a phone call, like do a phone call. They'll send an email or they'll try to call you and say, hey, we're just checking, and you just have to verify over the phone. They're like, yeah, I did place that order. That was me. I am asking you to ship it to a separate address than my billing address. It's another little annoying thing that you have to take care of, but if it's worth it. And that, like Stephen was saying, those types of little annoying things that you have to do are barriers for lazier people to
Mhm.
get to follow through and complete a sale. And you are not lazy. You are going to do the hard work. And so you'll do what it takes to get them to place that order and get it shipped to where you need to get it shipped to.
Yeah, and I was just looking through the chat and saw that there was some people raising their hands, and I'm like, "What are they not able to ask their question?" And then I kept scrolling and saw that you had asked people, "Raise your hand if you want to have a fast turn snowball in your Amazon business." And like,
Sorry, I didn't explain that to you.
yeah, yeah,
I had it all in my head that that was what was going on, that you didn't you weren't in on that because you weren't looking at the chat earlier. But
yeah,
yeah. Yeah, the fast turn snowball. And this is the best time of year to get in on that.
oh yeah,
This is when you can really get a lot of momentum with that higher sales velocity that's coming at this time of year. So
yeah,
glad
absolutely,
that we're learning about that right now, because it's a really good concept to like let soak into your brain and think that's what I need to do, is just keep reinvesting that and keep looking for those items that are going to sell. And the potential is, it's great
yeah,
for getting that going.
yeah.
Well, unless anybody has any other questions, that is all that I see coming through in the chat right now.
Yeah. All right. Well, I do want to remind everybody that this 5-day workshop is not over. In fact, in just a moment, we are going to do a giveaway that we promised. If you have
Yes.
been here all 5 days, then we're going to be giving away that FBA starter kit, the impulse sealer, the poly bags, the Dymo label printer, the Dymo labels. We're going to be doing that very soon and giving that away. But be sure you come back tomorrow night if you're able to. Tomorrow night, yes, we're going to expand the 5-day workshop to a few more days. Tomorrow night, we are going to be basically having our own little co-working session where we're going to help you plan out your next sourcing trip so that your next sourcing trip is maximized and is your time is best to spend. And we're going to walk through that tomorrow night. And then we're going to take a break for Sunday. Monday night, we're going to come back. I actually have a few people. We had some really great questions about our coaching program. I decided to invite two of our coaching students to come on the call with us. You can ask them your own questions and be like, okay, I want to ask people who are actually in the coaching program, not just the guy trying to convince me to sign up for the coaching program. So you can ask them your questions, and they can help you out and understand whatever. Anyway, so that's what we're going to be doing Monday night. And then Tuesday night, we're going to close everything down. Tuesday night at midnight. That's when the Q4 masterclass bonus goes away. The 30-minute bonus of a strategy call with me goes away. When the pay in full bonus of your own FBA starter kit goes away, that goes away. But Tuesday night, we're just gonna hang out and ask if you have any more questions about growing your Amazon business or the coaching program, anything like that. We will answer those questions Tuesday night, and then we're gonna call it a workshop, and it's gonna be awesome. So
I will say for the one tomorrow, I know that like it's Saturday night and people have things going on and you weren't necessarily planning to do a workshop on
right.
Saturday evening. But if you can all catch that replay and just block out an hour of time sometime this weekend or early next week to go through that replay, it is really good. It's designed to really help you take some steps in your business, to have some actionable steps that you're taking and working through that relate directly to your own personal FBA business. So be sure
Yeah,
and check that out on the replay if you're not able to be here live. If you are able to be here live, that's more fun.
that is, yes, for sure. Speaking of being here live, let's get to the giveaway.
Yes. Okay. So I had my assistant go through the list and printed it out of everybody who has been here all 5 days. And then I do this the same way every time. So I go through and I have it all printed out and then I number everybody and I text my sister and I ask her for a number. She's my automatic number generator and she picked number 2 this time. And number 2 is Alicia. So
Yay.
Alicia has been here all 5 nights and you win the FBA starter pack. Did you show the picture of that, Stephen?
I did.
What
Yes.
all it includes? Okay. I zoned out for a second. So
Yes. So Alicia, if you just go to fulltimefba.com/, contact,
I'll put it in here too.
excellent, then you can just say, I won the starter kit. Here is my address, and we will ship out all items in the starter kit to send out to you sometime soon. So you can do that. And also, again, if you any of you watching live or on the replay, if you want to do a connect call with me, if you have any questions about the coaching program, you just want to talk person to person, you can sign up for a quick call, fulltimefba.com/connect. And I can ask, you can ask, I can answer. We can find the answers you're looking for.
Stephen will not, well, you will be asking questions in the Connect call too, but
Yes, I will. It helps me kind of know
most of
where.
the questions will be
Yes,
coming from the people who are calling you.
that's very true. Yes. Well, good. Well, thanks again for joining us tonight. Don't forget, we're gonna hang out again tomorrow night. If you miss tomorrow night, or if you just want to watch the replays, fulltimefba.com/replays. Um, we're all gonna be resting on Sunday, but Sunday could be a catch-up day if you missed one of the previous sessions, because these replays are not going to stay up. They're going to be coming down after Tuesday night, midnight. So take the time to watch the replays if you've missed anything before today. So we'll see y'all tomorrow night. God bless. Take care.